happening here, folks. Let's have a look. Where are you going? Jeez. So here we have IBIT. This is supposed to reflect Bitcoin, right? And it's gone up a bit, but back down. But my trade is betting on what? What's it betting on? Betting on it going up. And what did I trade? I bought 100 cheap, really cheap calls. So if just gets going that way, something hopefully should happen, right? What?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other one I bet on is Nvidia. Nvidia. I just don't know where that's going. So what do you do when you don't know where it's going? Well, see, the volatility was high. So what do you do when the volatility is high? Do you buy or do you sell? Sell, ideally. So I thought, look, I'll just sell on both sides because I don't know where it's going. So we'll see where that goes. And then we've got SPY, probably another one. I'm not sure what it's going to do. But I've got two things going on here. I've got this one, which has got 23 days left, which I should probably do something about. So, what's the volatility at? It's coming down towards the middle. So things about mid-price, right? Now, if you watch Tasty Trade videos, they'll tell you, you're right? They'll tell you to do 45 days when you're selling like that and make a decision at about 21 days. So look, I think I need to make a decision about this and try and move this up, move it closer, because it looks like it's running away from me. So let's go to, if we go to my position and I look at my calls, that are 23 days old, I right click and I go move the expiration. Actually, we can move the strikes and the expiration, right? So let's move the strikes up. And let's move the expiration 30. Let's go back to 45 plus days. And let's move it closer. I'm just watching here the amount of credit. The credit, that's now a debt. So that wasn't, so I've reached the debt position. Let's go, well, that's not much debt. I can still move it closer. That's 9 debt, which is 63. 9 times, because we've got 7 of them. 9 times 7 is 63. You see the buying power. And let's move it closer. 17, $100, 182. Maybe, there you go. Let's say we're willing to pay 30 to move this. We're moving it from 50.55 to 561, 566. And we're moving the expiry. And we're saying the most we're willing to pay is 30. Well, we kind of want it to go through. So let's say the most we're willing to pay is 40. That's still just $280, because 4 times 7 is
28.
28, $280. So that'll be fine. So let's try and move that. so we don't get caught out, right? And what else have we got here? We have some puts. So what am I saying with the puts? I'm saying with the puts, with the expiry of 30 days, long expiry still, I'm saying that I think the SPY might go down. And if it heads down, I make something from it. So I guess with those two trades, I'm saying I don't think it's going up. But you know what? It might just go up. We don't know. Anyway, I'm not willing to do anything at the moment with the puts. I've moved the vertical call. What could I do with the puts? Well, let's just say what could I do. So if we go to the puts here, this one here, and perhaps I could move the strikes closer. What would happen if I try to do that? If I go, let's move that closer, 7, 8 cents, and we've got 112 cents. That'll be $1,000 to move them closer.
Whoa.
$900 there. I don't think we need to do that. Market will either go down and what I have will increase in value, or it won't. I don't think I need to spend more money on that bet. If I was going to bet anything, perhaps, let's take this off. If we go back to trade, clear. If I was going to buy some calls, right? If I was going to bet on the other side, let's say I wanted to buy some cheap calls to bet on the other side. Usually 4 weeks is what I do for these. And let's see what happens if I move this right out here. How far will it go? Well, look, that's 680, which is way up there. Let's shrink this. Way up there, which could happen. And how much are they? 2 cents. Well, we could get 100 of those. And that would cost us $200. That's cheap. Well,
you could get more.
Hell yeah, we could bet on that. That's cheap. 100's, I think, a good amount. Let's see if I move this back towards the strike price. That's 3 cents, 300, and that's 2 cents. Gee, the market really does not think it's going to go up. That's why they're so cheap. There's no way anyone thinks it's going to go up. But look what happens if it flies up. If that flies up, look at what our possible earnings. If you can see the earnings up here in this green thing here.
That's a lot.
Well, if it hits there, but we can even get good earnings just on approaching there. So interesting. You know, for that cheaper price, I'm in. See, sometimes it's worth looking. Why not? And now this VIX, remember we bet on the wrong VIX. We're supposed to get out of this. This is not the VIX we wanted.
We wanted the VXX.
That's right, we wanted the Barclays VIX. I'm waiting for the VIX to go back up a bit, and it's not, and I'm kind of just sitting and dying. Look, I'm not dying by much. My gut feeling is, look, there's nothing yet to decide there, so we'll leave it. And over here, we've got the usual 50 stocks of NVIDIA. We got these two, which we're going to set and forget, the VKA. The only one we've got here is the Tesla, which is not doing that well. Because I bet on Tesla going up for June 20. June 20 is just under a month away. 8-10 calls, right? So if we go to Tesla, we're betting on Tesla going up, even though all the news says it's going to go down. I'm still thinking, I reckon Tesla gets pumped with so much money from the woke people. It just inevitably goes back up. So yeah, what can we do there? We've got June 20. We've got 25. Oh no, we've got 810 calls, 100 of them, which is way up the top. Well, I don't know. And the thing is with this one, with this platform, it's not as easy to move like the other platform. You know, you saw the other platform. If I want to change the expiry date or want to move the strike price, it's so easy. With this one, I have no idea how to move it or change it. So I kind of just go in and hope for the best with these. Anyhow, any ideas on what we could possibly bet on over here?
No.
On this account?
No.
Yeah, nothing's tickling my gut right now, so we'll let it be for now. Okay, well, any questions?
No.
All right.